So the sports world has taken a pause here, and many of the athletes are trying to figure out what they're going to do. But when you really think about a lot of the different industries out there, actors don't have it that much different. And joining us today, Thomas Sadoski, nice enough to give us a few minutes of his time. You've seen him on the Newsroom, Life in Pieces as well. Thomas, thanks for making some time to stop by. And so what is this like for you? Because I feel like athletes are sitting at home not knowing what to do with themselves, and it's probably the same for you actors as well.
Yeah, not being somebody who invests in my physical well-being as much as a professional athlete, I've just been sort of sitting around getting fatter and happier as time goes on, man. I don't have to stay in game shape. But honestly, like my wife and I are doing our best to find ways that we can be of service. I can't sit with idle hands for too long, and nor can she. And so we're trying to find ways where we can, do what we do to do some good. So we started actually an initiative called the Homebound Project. We got my sister-in-law put together this group of extraordinary actors and playwrights to do original work that's streaming online. And the cost of your virtual ticket, the entirety of it goes to No Kid Hungry to feed kids who need meals. 1 in 5 kids in this country, 1 in 5 in this country go without food, and that is it's an extraordinary number when you stop and think about it. So yeah, for the $10 cost of our ticket for the round 1 of our little streaming project that we got going, all that goes to No Kid Hungry, and they're doing great work with it. So we're staying active, we're staying busy, doing that as best as we possibly can. And I got to tell you, man, like I knew I loved sports. I knew that I loved sports. I didn't realize until all of them had been taken away how much I really loved sports. I mean, I'm jonesing for Korean baseball at this point. Like I'm doing deep dives on these guys. I'm like trying to figure out who my team is. Like I'm trying to figure out, who the Dodgers version of the Korean baseball league is, and it's getting intense, man.
It's like all those replays out there. I pray that I don't remember the final score so I can treat that almost as a live game. So I'm in the same boat as you out there, Thomas. So let me get this straight. So you're a huge sports fan. You grew up in Texas, but who are your teams? Who do you claim?
So the Baltimore Ravens have been my football team for a long time. I spent a lot of time in Baltimore in my younger years, and I just fell in love with that city, with that franchise. So I've been a Ravens fan for a long time, and then I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles. So the Dodgers, I just enjoy going to Dodger Stadium, and with that history and watching Clayton Kershaw pitch once every 5 days is a pretty extraordinary luxury. So I had a real good time doing that. I like to cast my net really wide, so I still definitely Texas A&M fan, I definitely follow the Aggies. And then in terms of soccer, I ended up being a Liverpool fan, and in MLS, I follow the Portland Timbers because it was the first MLS game I ever went to was in Portland, and I just fell in love. So whatever grabs my heart, I sit with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you stick with it. I will talk about the Ravens with you too, because they had that 14-2 year last year, and you have the privilege of watching Lamar Jackson. And you were talking about he is such a prolific player, and all the highlight reel plays out there. You said you put this out on your Instagram, the most exciting player I've seen since Barry Sanders. Thomas, I'll let you know, I myself grew up in Michigan, and behind me right now is the number 20 jersey of Barry
number
Sanders.
20, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, we didn't do a whole lot of winning with Barry like you've done with Lamar so far, but you're right. It's very similar because it's just like you see stuff on the field. You're like, I haven't seen that before.
Well, I tell you, man, I grew up in Texas, so I got to watch Barry play college ball at Oklahoma State, and the thing with Barry, and it's very much the same thing with Lamar Jackson, and I actually put, and this may be slightly controversial, I put Lamar Jackson in terms of the excitement that I have when he gets his hand on the ball ahead of Michael Vick or some of those dudes. it's comparable to Barry Sanders in that at any given moment, you don't know what is going to happen, but you have this inkling feeling that it's going to be like superhuman. Like you're going to see something that doesn't make sense. And you're going to, and he does it so easily and so regularly that you start to, over the course of the season, it almost became like second nature. You were like, oh yeah, there goes Lamar. I mean, look, the dude probably took about 10 years of life off of me, because every time he got outside of the pocket, I was like, my heart rate would go up, my blood pressure would spike. You know, the stress balloon in my head would get huge. Oh no, no, please don't get hurt. Get down, kid, get down. And then he would do something unbelievable. And you know, that kind of emotional roller coaster, that can't be good for your ticker. So I love the guy, but I think that I'll probably be checking out early because of him.
I know. I got about 30 seconds. How did you react to their loss in the playoffs? It was so immediate. What did you have to do to get yourself right?
Oh, I'm not right.
Still, it's still
No,
it's still
no,
recovering.
no, I'm not right.
Yeah.
No, no way. No, no way.
I don't blame you at all. It's a long time to recover from that. I wouldn't know as a Lions fan about what a playoff loss is like. But Thomas, thank you so much. I know a lot of people out there are looking for entertainment, and also a lot of people out there looking for how they can help out with other people and different charities out there. And so it's great to see the Homebound Project as a way for a lot of people to do that, Thomas. So thanks for doing that, and thanks for giving us some time here.
Hey, man, I really appreciate it. And you guys take care. Be safe.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.